Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Gears 12, and it is time to answer your questions, guys. This is the Q&A number 10. This is me answering your questions, of course. And as I always do it, I always answer from the first questions posted to the last ones. So if your questions are being answered late in the video, make sure you get your questions in sooner and all that good stuff. If you miss a Q&A, I'm sorry. The video is up for a week, and basically... the next one's probably going to be at 650, 700, or 750 subs, depending on how fast that I grow. So I will probably, make a little update or something before I actually announce the official announcement of it. But anyways, guys, let's get into your questions. There's a lot of questions we got to get to, so this video might be a little bit longer than usual. So if it is, sit tight and enjoy. Hope you guys do. So first question comes from MetalFan230 saying, what is the most funniest thing you've seen? I'll give you two answers. The funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie is probably the movie Blazing Saddles. That movie is just funny. It's an old classic comedy film. That I don't know why. That's just like my favorite movie, comedy movie. The funniest stuff I've ever seen when I was a couple years ago. It was just crazy. And the funniest thing in person is when I went to go see Jeff Dunham live, the ventriloquist, the puppets, Walter, Peanut, that crazy guy. I saw him a few years ago when he was really popular, like when he was getting a huge success when he released a comedy special on Comedy Central. Like his popularity exploded, and I saw him about a year or two after that, and it was really good stuff. Yankee Boy 339, what's your next discography? May I suggest Anthrax? I might think of that about that. I'm not 100% sure about Anthrax, but what's my next discography? I don't know, because the first discography was voted by you guys, being Megadeth. I mean, of course, I picked the 5 bands, but there's another band that I do want to do the discography of, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it or not, depending on, what's happening with new music and all that. But I don't know for sure. But I know that after Megadeth is done, I'm going to take a little bit of time and not do a discography, like go into another one. I want to take some time because it's a lot of music to take in from one particular band. So I don't know yet. I'll figure it out, but I'm going to take a little bit of time off from doing a discography at least. Alex Pro Boy, I hope I'm saying your name right. Number one question is, the first question is, what do you think of the band The Contortionist? I've heard some of their stuff. I'm not really familiar with that band. I've heard the name a lot before, but I don't know what the band, I've heard a couple of their stuff, but I really don't have a thought or what I think of them. But the next question, the second band you says, what do you think of the band The Faceless? I love The Faceless. I love their album, The Planetary Duality. I liked Autotheism. Some people didn't like that album, but I liked that album for what it was. It had some really cool guitar stuff. It had really good songs put together on that album, and I enjoyed it. So supposedly they're coming back to my area in September or October. I can't remember for sure. My friend told me about it. So definitely gonna go see Faceless live. I wanted to see them. They came by last year and I missed them, so I'm definitely gonna see them this year. The Album Man, what's up, man? What's up? He said he has 3 questions for me. So the first one is, what is your favorite decade of music? I actually looked at this question because it made me think. I would have to say it's not really a decade. It's just from the year 2000 to 2013. Those 13 years really have so much stuff that I love and enjoy from these 13 years of music. So if you had to technically say the 2000s, but 2010s to 2013, yeah. I mean, Black Sabbath 13, all the Trivium albums that have come out, Death Magnetic in 2008, All That Remains, Between the Buried and Me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I would have to say that from 2000 to 2013 is, I think, my favorite period of music. It's not necessarily a decade, it's more, but that's my answer. Number 2, what would you consider to be your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time. I don't necessarily have a favorite movie of all time, but my favorite comedy is Blazing Saddles, like I've said earlier in this question Q&A thing. My favorite action movie, The Avengers. My favorite serious movie is Tombstone, which is a Western, but it's a very serious movie. That's really the movies that come to mind that are my favorites. I don't have a definitive, my best. I don't have that movie. I can't really decide which one. And the third question is, have you ever considered taking part in a black magic ritual or something of that sort or something? Like, no, I'm not thinking about taking part in a black magic ritual. I don't know why people do that. I don't know, but It's not for me. Iron Metal 222, or as we all call him, Logan Moore. His question is, I actually like this question. Do your parents know you review, and are they supportive of it? And also, are you staying black? Yes, I'm staying black. But do my parents know that I review? I don't. Okay, I'll be open up with you. I don't talk to my dad no more. My real dad. I don't really care. If he discovers me one day, oh crap. But my mom knew that I was reviewing back in 2012 when I first started getting into doing videos again. She was just, thinking it was just me being silly and just me doing silly videos for a couple people to watch. But then when she starts noticing, when I show her the views of like, hey, I almost have 10,000 views on this Alice in Chains, the Devil Put Dinosaurs Here review. I almost got 10,000 views. And then she starts looking at my other stuff and realizing I'm actually doing something on YouTube. So she's really supportive of it. My stepdad, I don't think he gets it. I think he just, whatever, just I don't know. I don't know what his whole take is on it. But my mom's very supportive of it. She thinks that I'm actually doing something on YouTube besides making silly videos for like 5 people to watch. I'm actually have an audience, so it's pretty cool. And so yeah, there's your answer. She's supportive of it for sure. Thomas the Rockaholic, what's up? So your question is, what band made you play guitar, or what band what band made you want to play guitar? Metallica, of course. That's very simplistic. Hearing one on Guitar Hero 3, I was like, I gotta start. I want to learn. I want to learn. Favorite Metallica album? Master of Puppets. Yeah. Final question, who image you want to review? This is the part where I was confused. I was going to ask you about this question. My final question, he says, who image you want to review? I don't know what that means, so if you could, I'll probably just ask you later. I probably should have asked you, but I don't know what they mean by that. PatHour69, what's up, man? What's up? My simple question would be, what bands or what albums of said band do you happen to like that most people seem to hate on? Lulu! No, I'm kidding. Super Collide. No, I'm kidding. But the one band that comes to mind that some people do hate on, but in reality, there's a lot of people that don't hate on this band. Slipknot. For some reason, that band gets a lot of criticism and a lot of crap because of the fact that they wear masks and stuff like that. And the fact is, besides Joey Jordison and Corey Taylor, the rest of the guys, they don't want to be in the public eye. So it makes sense that they want to cover their face. But I enjoy their music for what it is. It's not like the heavy... I'm not saying they're the gods of, death metal or something like that. Like, they're just Slipknot. They're doing what they want to do. They want to write metal songs, and they're doing what they want to do. So I like Slipknot. They're a pretty good band. I'm not saying they're the best band in the world. I don't like people thinking, oh, you like Slipknot, so you're saying they're the best band. No, I'm just saying I like their material. That was one of the first bands that really got me into discovering more music. So I gotta get props to them for that. Strong Boys 19, what's up? Which albums really mean a lot to you and why? There's 4 albums in particular that mean a lot to me. I mean, there's a lot more I can mention, but the 4 I can just list off the top of my head is Master Puppets, of course, Metallica, that formation of thrash and really me understanding what thrash metal was. And then Rust in Peace, which I really discovered this year. I mean, I've heard some songs before, but discovering these 2 bands, creating this music is just a masterwork. It's just impressive material. And then on the flip side, we have Between the Buried and Me Colors, which was released in 2007. That album defines progressive metal, I think, in just one word, colors. Because that album is just over an hour long of just intense technical music. And I praise it so much, and it's just amazing. And the 4th album actually came out this year, Scale the Summit, The Migration. That 4th album from that band showcases their future. They're going to improve on every album. So I have to give huge praise to them for creating an album this year that has changed me on how I look at music, because that album to me is just mind-blowing. So there's many more I can mention, but those albums right there really show me how beautiful music can get and how intense and how crazy and how exciting music can get. Counterbeat 74, what's up? What's up? What is the best metal show that you have seen? King of the Corpse is 666, who's 2 people above you. Asked a similar question, what was the best gig? I'm going to exclude Metallica show because that's very biased. I'm going to exclude that. My other favorite show that comes really close in second place had to be my very first metal show that I've ever been to, which was I saw the Human Abstract, 36 Crazy Fist, All That Remains, and Trivium in one show. That show was so mind-blowing because I've never been to a show before that. Wow. So definitely that's the show. If I never saw Metallica, that'd be my number one show. So definitely that show was intense. GC12038 asks top 5 Megadeth songs in order. By the way, congratulations. Thanks. Top 5 Megadeth songs. Number 5. Number 5 would probably have to be Head Crusher. 5's Head Crusher. 4 would be Symphony of Destruction. 3 would be A Tout Le Monde. What am I doing? 2 would have to be This Day We Fight. And number 1 would be Holy Wars. Yeah. In my mouth. Ugh. Food. But yeah. Those songs are Holy Wars definitely number 1. King of the Corpse 666. I already answered your gig question. What is your favorite album artwork of all time? Favorite album artwork? Oh. Probably the artwork for Between the Buried and Me, the Parallax Dude full sequence. I think it's full sequence, not future sequence. It's either that one or it's Mastodon's Leviathan. That huge white whale coming out of the ocean was just killer. What albums are you looking forward to for in 2013? Well, I've already reviewed a bunch of them that's coming out, but Jason Newsted's metal band, Newsted, coming out with heavy metal music, I think, or it's called heavy metal, something like that. Full album coming out in 2013, in August, I believe. Dream Theater's coming out with a new album. Hopefully Trivium's coming out with a new album this year. I'm hoping. There's no information about that. Since they've been in the studio for a bit, there's no new information that I know of. I think that's really it. I think this year at least. I mean, there's probably a few more, but those are the ones. Dream Theater, and I'm hoping Trivium. And Newsted, let's see what he can do. Newsted Metal EP was amazing. I'm excited to see what the full length is going to be. So there you go. 95 Trash X Defree. That's a weird YouTube name. I'm not saying you're weird. Just anyways, will you do the Rush discography? Because I did mention in my 500 shoutouts that Thomas Rockaholics doing the Rush discography, or I don't know if I said it. I don't know. Will I do Rush discography? Probably not. Nothing against the band. It's nothing against the band at all. And trust me, they're an amazing band. I love their material. Just, I don't know if I'm going to do their discography. I mean, Thomas Rockaholic, who's another reviewer who already asked the question already, we've already gotten to that and passed this question. He's doing a Rush discography, and I feel like, you know, that's his thing. I'm not going to, like, jump into my discography while he's in the middle of his. That's not cool. But for me, I don't know. Midnight Strike 3625. 3 questions. What was your first Metallica album? Injustice for All. You would think Master of Puppets. It wasn't. It was Justice for All. Because when I heard 1 on Guitar Hero 3, big game nerd right here, that I went and picked up Injustice for All just because of 1. That was it. I was totally blindsided by what was on the rest of that album. Holy crap. So, yeah, Justice for All was my first one. And here's an interesting question. I got to explain something in case anybody knows this. Are you going to upload any Chainsaw Mixes to your mix channel anytime soon? Chainsaw Mixes, I created this channel called Chainsaw Mixes that I was going to be doing mixings of songs. And I had the idea, and I haven't done anything with it because I'm probably not going to do anything with it because I like to take my time off of YouTube and to take my time in between videos and not be on YouTube every day constantly because I actually have a life off of YouTube. I actually want to, you know, not want to be stuck on my computer and all this stuff, so it's going to take more time, so I don't know. I'm not really inspired to do it, and so maybe in the future. But for right now, I'm not really thinking of doing another channel or something like that, so I like to stick with this one because, you know, getting some success, apparently. What game are you looking forward to on the what game are you looking forward to the most on the next-gen consoles? The next Halo game. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced. That's amazing, but the next Halo game for sure. They didn't say it's Halo 5, but the trailer looks really cool. I'm not going to get an Xbox One as soon as it comes out, but definitely the next Halo game I'm really looking forward to. The ones they've announced, at least. 9-5 Trash Extra Free has another question saying, has an album ever made you shit your pants? Never made me shit my pants, but made me go, holy crap! So no shit in my pants. He has another question. What's your favorite concert DVD Blu-ray? I'm totally biased. I'm sorry. Seattle, Metallica, 1989. Any fan of Metallica will say that's the best show they've ever done. Seattle, 1989. There you go. That's my favorite concert. There's a bunch of other ones I like, but, you know. EQP TV. Thanks, man. What's up? Yeah, you said congrats and hails to be to you. Thank you. If you wrote a song, which one musician band would you want to collaborate with to record it? If I wanted to write a thrash heavy song, it'd either be Metallica or Megadeth. If I wanted to write a progressive metal song that had vocals, Between the Buried and Me. If I wanted to write a progressive metal song with no vocals, Scale the Summit. Definitely for sure. So yeah, I mean, if I wanted to collaborate with one musician in the world, James Hetfield, it's my idol, so definitely would want to collaborate with him and see what he could do with a song I wrote and see what he could add to it and make better. What was your first blind buy and how did it turn out? My first blind buy was when I was at the mall in FYE, which is a music store if you don't know that. It was closing. It was their last day. They had a huge sale on everything, and I just bought Lamb of God Wrath, which was 2009 release. I'm probably wrong. I might be right. I'm not 100% sure. But I was a totally blind buy because I didn't hear any material on it, and it turned out to be pretty good. Not as good as their past stuff like Ashes to Wake and Sacrament, but definitely a good record. Do you have any complete discographies? No, I do not. I don't have Metallica completed as discography. I don't have Kill 'Em All or Saint Anger, so that should tell you. If I don't have Metallica discographies, I have nothing else complete. Tune Fanatic 1994. If you could meet someone who's now deceased and from any time in history, who would it be? I'll give you two answers: family and then celebrity or popular person. The family would have to be my great grandmother, who I did know when I was little, but she passed away while I was still very young. I would just love to meet her now and just ask questions about my grandpa. Like, my grandpa's not dead, but just asking questions about how he was as a kid growing up, because he doesn't like talking about that kind of stuff, so I'm just curious to know about that stuff. But for a famous person or a popular person, Abraham Lincoln, because seeing the movie Lincoln made me really want to go into learning more about Abraham Lincoln. I would just love to ask him questions about his presidency and all this stuff and how he overcome a lot of things and all that. The Black Duff. What is your favorite album of the year so far? It's a tie between Black Sabbath 13 or Scale the Summit, The Migration. Definitely. So, okay, we're winding down here, pretty close. Peter Donoff. What's your favorite thrash album outside of the Big Four? Silos' Edge of the Earth. Definitely have to say it's Silos' Edge of the Earth. Do you like black metal and why? I don't like black metal. I've never really liked that type of genre. I've answered this before, but I don't like black metal. It's not really something I enjoy. So, do you watch the videos of Infidel Amsterdam and what do you think of him? I've watched a couple of his stuff. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't follow him. Something against the guy. I just seen some of his stuff and I'm not really interested in watching his material. Nothing against him. Just saying I just don't personally watch him on a regular basis. Gamer Priest 2000's got a bunch of questions. What was the hardest guitar riff you ever tried to play? Dire Z by Metallica. That riff before the verse, holy crap. Definitely insane. Have you read anything out of the H.P. Lovecraft collection you have, and if so, what story have you read? The Call of Cthulhu. That was the one part I wanted to read really bad. There's really crazy stuff in there. Really crazy. Out of all the Big Four members from each band, which one seems to be the rudest and the nicest in your opinion? The rudest has to be Kerry King. That guy's an asshole. Sorry, I like Slayer. I like their material. I do. But Kerry King is an asshole. Have you seen what he did to Dave Lombardo? Have you seen what he's been saying about everybody in metal? Dude's an asshole. The nicest person, probably either Scott Ian or James Hetfield. Yeah. Dave Lombardo's probably a pretty nice dude, but he's probably not the nicest. But, yeah, definitely one of those guys. What is the best Black Dahlia Murder song? Probably Everything Went to Black or Everything Turned to Black. Or, I forget what that name of that song is. I listen to a lot of them, but I Will Return's probably my favorite from them. I Will Return, which is the ending off of not Nocturnal, Deflorate. Yeah. What set list would you form for Megadeth? Pick one song from each album they've done. Okay. Rattlehead, Peace Sells, In My Darkest Hour, Holy Wars, Symphony of Destruction, Tout Le Monde, Trust, Insomnia, Omnia, 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 blah, 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 Insomnia. I would just say the song Would, just so I can hear a really crappy cover version of Am I Evil. A totally rip off. Blackmail the Universe or Kick the Chair, it's a tie. And then we go to probably Washington is next. This Day We Fight. The song 13 from 13. And then Kingmaker from Super Collider, because that's literally probably... Or Dance in the Rain, one of the two, don't matter. You actually had a few more questions. You said, what would you say is the best Kirk Hammett solo and Dave Mustaine solo? The best Dave Mustaine solo, the best Dave Mustaine solo, in my opinion, it's got to be this solo in Holy War's Punishment Due. After all the slow solos, the really fast solo he does before the ending of the song. Kirk Hammett solo, probably the best Kirk Hammett solo is probably the solo in One or the solo he does in The Fred Ends of Sanity. That's my personal opinion. What's your least favorite song on the new Black Sabbath 13 album? I like the album a lot. I really do. Maybe my least favorite that I just, it's good, but, I like all the other songs better. It's either Damaged Soul or Loner. It's one of those two for sure. Matma84, what was the most interesting dream you've had and you can remember? Most interesting dream I've ever had I can remember. I mean, a couple years ago, it's not been recent, that I've kept having dreams about meeting dead family members. It wasn't heaven, but it was like in a white area, and we would have all these conversations, and I would ask questions, and they would give me answers, the same answers each night in the dream. But I can't take that as truth because it's a dream. How am I supposed to know this is the actual answer, That was just weird. It was really interesting. It really was. Where do you see music in 10 years? Music in general... if music in general, all the things that are popular now in music is going to be dead the next year. Dubstep was big in 2011, 2012, I don't know, because I don't keep up with it like that, but now it's dead. Nobody listens to it no more, I guess, I don't know. The big thing now is Psy, Justin Bieber, I don't know. It's just like music now, it changes rapidly, but metal in 10 years, I see metal expanding and continuing to grow like it has been the years up to now. It's expanding, more bands, everything like that, so I see it just growing and getting bigger and getting better. That's what I see metal in 10 years. What are your primary goals in life? Graduating from college, get a good job, get a good house, have a family, support that family, all that stuff. It's so generic and basic, but those are my goals in life, to get stuff settled so I don't have to worry about things in the future. That's my goals in life. My goals on YouTube are different, but you didn't ask that, so... the last question. If you could assemble a metal supergroup made up of any musicians living or dead, who would you pick and why? I've already answered this, but I actually have a few changes. So, for vocalist, probably Rob Halford. Rhythm guitar, James Hetfield. Lead guitar, probably Dave Mustaine or Chris Broderick, depending on, I guess, if I really thought about it. Drummer, I'd either have Dave Lombardo or Mike Portnoy or Blake Richardson from Between the Buried and Me. For bass player, I'd probably get either Steve Harris or Cliff Burton, of course. And I think that's it, yeah. So, there you go. That's the Q&A number 10, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this is a very long video. We're getting close to 24 minutes now. So, thank you guys for watching. And, I don't know, thanks again. So, I'll see you guys soon with another review. Have a good day.